Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Ryan on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Following the fumble recovery, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Bears' 38-yard line.
Yard line, 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears will take over at their own 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Cohen, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have...
Taking it right down Broadway. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Sean Jackson. 12 yards on the pickup.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. Watkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
6-0 our score after one.
The score, Bears 6, Giants nothing.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First down, Giants.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Gain of 14.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Jones on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32.
Jones pass.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To throw again on second down. Jones, he'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 14, Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Let's see what you got. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, you got three. Three down. Here we go. I got 29. 70 Rangers.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. In trouble, and he's taken down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be second down.
The 30-yard line.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And that one's not coming back for Santos. It's no good, wide right. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go to Barkley again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The shotgun. They run with Barkley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
3 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a first down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you dispute it a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Oh, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. 79. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead will shrink to 6. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Wings. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. 19 tight. 56.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Flush to his right. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
56.
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards.
17-yard line.
Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike 20. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all play. At the 60.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
49-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He would chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Back at the 45-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
4th down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Too little. Mike's by 4.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Penny. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
59 mark. Check. 59.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Jones now on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. On the run, it's Barkley. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.